Hello student, welcome in our sixth lecture. Student, in the previous lecture, we have seen that the elemental analysis of for a single solid liquid compound. Right? Now, in this lecture, we are going to discuss the characteristics test of the functional group. So, this is the content of the today's lecture. Substance containing CHO element, the substance which containing CHON element, and the substance containing CHON and sulfur element present in the compound that we are going to discuss in this lecture. So first we start with the characteristic test of the functional group. In that, the substance which containing CHO element that we are going to discuss first, means the compound which containing only CHO elements. Then we see the definition of functional group. Atom or a group of atom that defines the structure of a particular family of organic compounds and at the same time determines their property, it is called as the functional group. This functional group, it is divided into three subgroups, that is acid, phenols and neutrals. Means these three compounds which only contain CHO element that we are going to discuss now. So first, acid. Acid, it is nothing but RCOOH. The functional group is RCOOH or ARCOOH. Means this AR, it is nothing but the benzene ring. Means here there is no any another element. It only contains CHO element. Okay, that is called a carboxylic group. So this test we already performed in the previous lecture also. In a test tube we take a substance, then we add 10% NaCO3, then effervescence are observed and we conclude that the acid is present. Okay, so this reaction we also discussed in the previous lecture. Acid NaCO3, there is a sodium salt of acid is formed which is soluble and CO2 is given out. Okay, so this reaction we already discussed. So once we confirm acid is present, then we separate this acid compound. For that we prepare a neutral solution. This neutral solution, it is nothing but it is given at the bottom. We take 0.1 gram of given acid, we add 1 ml NH4OH, boil well till the ammonia get evolved. Okay, how to check that ammonia get evolved or not? So we moist the turmeric paper and should not turn to brown. We held that turmeric paper on the neck of the test tube and we should not observe the brown color on the turmeric paper. Then we conclude that the ammonia get evolved. Okay, use this solution as a neutral solution. So in that neutral solution we add 2 drops of FeCl3. Okay, then we observe violet color. If we observe the violet color, we conclude that these two types of acids are present, salicylic acid and aspirin. Okay, but there is only one compound is given, so out of these two one is present, so it is concluded by taking their melting point. If the melting point is 158, we conclude the salicylic acid is present. If it is 135, then we say the aspirin is present. Okay, in this way we can find out the compound. Then if we get brown PPT and which is soluble in dilute HCl, then these types of acids are present and they are going to check by the melting point. Okay, then if we get the red color, then acetic acid is present. Here it is a single one, but we are going to check their boiling point and we find out the compound. Okay, this neutral solution, we add 2 drops of CaCl2 solution, we get a white PPT which is insoluble in dilute acetic acid but soluble in a dilute HCl. Okay, so it is nothing but the oxalic acid. So by this way we are going to separate the acids. Okay, it is very simple, so you have to go through that. Then next one is phenol. The formula for phenol is AROH containing CHO element. Again the functional group test, we take substance 10 drops of ethyl alcohol and 2-3 drops of FeCl3. then we are observing the blue or green or violet color, then we conclude that the phenolic group is present. So this reaction is happen when we do this type of test. Okay, this FeCl3 it is present here, and this AROH get attached to this Fe. Okay, how to separate the phenols? Once we conclude the phenolic group is present, then the next step is the separation. So in that, in a test tube, we take substance phthalic anhydride and 2 drops of concentrated H2SO4 warm. So we heat very little, then cool in a ice or under the running tap water. Excess of NaOH is added, and if we observe the very faint green color with a slight fluorescence, means slight shine is observed in the test tube, then we conclude that the beta naphthol is present. If we observe the dark green coloration, then alpha naphthol is present. And if we observe the yellowish red solution with a green fluorescence, then resorcinol is present. Also, we are going to take the melting point of this particular compound. Okay, so in this way we can separate the phenols. Then this reaction is happened. This is a phenol. This is phthalic anhydride. Concentrated H2SO4 is added. NaOH, heat, cool, add excess of NaOH. So this reaction is happened, and we observe the color. Okay, so this is the reaction for the phenolic group. Then next, neutrals containing CHO element. It is classified into 6 group. Neutral compound which having this CHO group, they are classified into 6 group: aldehydes, carbohydrates, ketone, ester, alcohols and hydrocarbon. So one by one we discuss this point. Here first aldehyde. Here the functional group test. Take 2 ml chips reagent in a test tube. Add 2-3 drops of our substance. Shake well and keep it. So pink color slowly develop at standing. So aromatic aldehydes are present. So this Caros test we perform in a test tube, and we observe the pink coloration. We conclude that the aromatic aldehydes are present. And in that we take the boiling point. If the liquid is there, then that is nothing but the benzaldehyde. Okay, so what reaction exactly happened in that in the detection of aldehyde? This is the Chips reagent. In that, if compound is containing aldehyde, then add this to, shake well, and we observe the pink color of this compound, and we conclude that the aromatic aldehydes are present. Okay, then the another one is the Tollens test. It is very familiar to us. In the 12th standard we also perform this test. Tollens reagent, it is nothing but how it get AgNO3 plus NaOH plus NH4OH till the PPT get dissolved. Then the silver mirror test, it is nothing but the Tollens test. Okay, so we take a Tollens reagent, then we add 2-3 drops of substance, shake well and warm carefully. Then in the observation, a silver get deposited on the inner wall of the test tube. So silver mirror is formed. Hence this test is also called as a silver mirror test. Okay, so aldehyde group is confirmed. Aldehyde get confirmed. Then carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, the formula for carbohydrate is CnH2n. Functional group test, water soluble solid. If the water soluble solids are there, then we perform this Molliest test. We take 10 milligram of substance, 2-3 drops of naphthol in alcohol, shake well, add 1 ml concentrated H2SO4. So we observe the violet color, and we conclude that the carbohydrates are present. So by taking the melting point, we conclude that whether it is glucose or fructose. Okay. So what the reaction is happen here? This is the alpha naphthol in alcohol. And then if the glucose fructose is there, so here the glucose we are going to take, then we add H2SO4. So this complex, this compound is formed. Okay, so at this position this glucose get attached and it shows the reddish violet color. So in this way the carbohydrates are determined. Then the next one is the ketone. Ketone, for this we take 2-3 drops of substance, 4 drops of sodium nitroprusside and NaOH. Shake it well. If the red color is observed, such a ketonic groups ketones are present. Again, by taking their boiling point or melting point, we conclude that which types of ketone is present. Okay, so this is the ketonic compound. The formula for sodium nitroprusside is Na2FeCN5NO. Then we add NaOH, shake, and we get this compound which having a red color. Okay, so this is the test for the ketone. Then the next is the test for the ester, which containing CHO element only. The functional group test for the ester is phenolphthalein test. 2-3 drops of substance in a test tube, then we add water, then we add phenolphthalein, a very dilute NaOH till the pink color appear and it persists. Then heat the tube. Pink color disappear after heating. So ester groups are present. So again, by taking the melting or the boiling point, we conclude that the which types of ester is present. So by that we find out the which types of ester. Okay, so what reaction is happened? This is the ester containing compound. NaOH is added, then hydrolysis is occur and acid salts are formed, and this is form a colorless, means this pink color get disappear. So this is the test for the esters. Then alcohols. One functional group test for alcohol, we take substance in a test tube, then dry sodium metal, close the mouth and tube with the thumb. Evolution of H2 gas. So alcohols is present. Again, by taking the boiling point, we conclude that which types of alcohols are present we are getting. Okay, so reaction is happen. Alcohol Na it gets Na get attached to this here and H2 gas is given out. So this reaction is happen. Then hydrocarbons, if the above test A to E are absent, then hydrocarbons are present. That naphthalene and anthracene is there in hydrocarbon. Again, by taking the melting point, we conclude that which types of hydrocarbon is this that can be detected. Okay, so in this way we find out the substance containing containing CHO element only. Then the second is substance containing CHO and N element. So here these are classified into nitro acids, nitrophenols, base and the neutrals. To perform the functional group test accordingly, so nitro acids first. Functional group test, substance plus 10% NaCO3. Acid is there, so we perform this test. Effervescence are observed and acidic group is present. Okay, then neutral reduction test is performed. Substance in a test tube we take substance, very small amount of substance. It is not necessary to measure on the weigh balance. In randomly we take a small amount of substance in a test tube, 1 ml, 50% alcohol, 6 drops of CaCl2, pinch of zinc dust, heat to boil and filter into 1 ml tolerance reagent. So this tolerance reagent which we have prepared in the previous slide. Same way we are going to prepare and we filter all the solution in the tolerance reagent. So black of gray PPT is observed. So NO2 group is confirmed. So by this we find out the NO2 group is present or not. And these are the nitro acids. This test is for the nitro acids. Okay. Then nitrophenols. So in that substance take NaOH, yellow color changes to red, that is nitrophenols are present. Again same we perform the neutral reduction test. Same way we get the black or gray PPT, NO2 group is confirmed. Again by taking the melting point we conclude that which types of nitrophenols are present. Okay. Then next basic compounds which containing CHO and N element. In that, the first is the test for primary, secondary and tertiary amine. We know that the amines are present in the three form: primary, secondary and tertiary. So nitrous acid test we first perform 10 milligram of substance, then we add 5 drops of concentrated HCl, boil, cool in ice water and excess NaNO2 solution is added. Yellow solid is separate at the top of the tube. Then secondary amines are present. Then by taking the melting point, we conclude which types of secondary amine is this. Then if we get the red color solution and on adding NaOH, green solids are appear, then we conclude that the tertiary amines are present. If A and B both colors are not observed, then in above solution 1 ml ice cold solution of beta naphthalene NaOH is added. If we observe the orange diester, we are getting primary amines are present. Again, by taking their melting or boiling point, we conclude which types of primary amines are there. We can conclude by taking melting or boiling point. This reaction is happen. This is the secondary amine. It react with this nitrous acid and we are getting this compound, yellow solid or orange diester. Okay, so by this way we can find out the primary, secondary and tertiary amine. Here's the reactions are given for the tertiary amine, for the primary amines, uh, test for the nitroamines also. If the basic compound, basic substance is this, yellow or orange solid is obtained, then we conclude that the nitroamines are present. Okay, if we getting the yellow or orange solid, then nitroamines are present. Okay, then next, the test for NH2 group. In a test tube, we take 10 milligram of substance, then we add 5 drops of concentrated HCl, boil, cool and excess of NaNO2 solution is added. Add this solution drop by drop into the 1 ml ice cold solution of beta naphthalene NaOH. So we are getting the orange diester, then we conclude that the NH2 group is present. Okay, again the next is test for the NO2 group. In that we take a substance, we add alcohol, then we add CaCl2, then we add pinch of zinc dust, heat to boil, filter into the Tollens reagent, then we observe the black or grey PPT, then we conclude that the NO2 group is present. Again by taking their melting point, we find out which types of nitroanilines is present. Okay. Then next, neutral substances which containing C, H, O and N element. These substances are further classified into three subgroups: nitrohydrocarbons, amides and anhydrides. Okay, so first nitrohydrocarbons. In that, in a test tube, we perform the neutral reduction test which we have performed in the previous part. Hmm? Uh, NH4OH is added and we place a turmeric paper which does not turns to brown. That test, it is nothing but the neutral reduction test. Then if you observe the black or grey PPT, nitrohydrocarbons are present. Again by taking their melting or boiling point, we find out which types of nitro hydrocarbons are there. We can easily find out. Then amides. Amides, it is nothing but RCOONH2. The water soluble solids. In that we take a substance, then we add NaOH and boil it. If the evolution of ammonia gas turns turmeric paper red, then we find out the amides groups are present. Again by taking melting or boiling point, we conclude that which types of amides are present. Okay, so this is the amide. When we add NaOH, so what happened, this NH2 get taking this H and it forming ammonia, so ammonia gas is evolved. Okay, so by this way we find out the amides. Then anhydrides. In that we take substance, then concentrated HCl, boil, cool in ice, then add NaNO2 solution. Add to this solution drop by drop into the 1 ml ice cold solution of beta naphthol. If we are getting the orange diester, we conclude that the anhydrides are present. In that, by taking the melting point, acetanilide is present. In this way we are getting the analytes. Okay, then next is the reaction of these analytes. Okay, this is the analytes. When we add HCl, so this side it get break, and H it is attached to this side, there is a formation of aniline and acid is obtained. So same way, aniline is there, NaNO2 diazonium salt is formed in the beta naphthalene NaOH, so this compound is formed. Substance containing CHON and sulfur element. So for that we take substance in a test tube, 1 ml water, and we add few drops of FeCl3. If we observe the blood red color, it is very nice test, then we conclude that the thiourea is present. Again, by taking the melting point, if we get 180 degrees Celsius, then thiourea is present. Okay, then the next is the substance containing CHO and halogen elements. So for that we take substance, we add NaOH, boil well and cool it, acidify with the concentrated HNO3, then add 2 drops of AgNO3 and shake well. So what we observe in the observation, if we get the white PPT settle at the bottom, then aliphatic halides are present. In that chloroform is there. By taking the boiling point of that chloroform, we get the chloroform aliphatic halides. Okay, then if we never get the no white PPT, then aromatic halides are present. Okay, so in this way we find out, means all this part we are going to perform in a test, and after doing this we observe this observation, and by this observation we conclude the last column. Okay, reactions, if the aliphatic halides are there, NaOH is added, so there is a formation of this NX. This NX, it is react with AgNO3 and white PPT is precipitate and NaNO3 is obtained. Here the function of the concentrated HNO3 is to neutralize the NaOH. This HNO3 is added to neutralize this NaOH. Okay, the substance which containing CHO and the phosphorus element. In that, so we are going to take a substance in a test tube, then add Na2CO3, then add KNO3, potassium nitrate, fuse it, organic phosphor is converted into phosphate, which on treatment with the concentrated HNO3 and ammonium molybdate gives the canary yellow PPT. This part we also discuss in the elemental analysis lecture. So canary yellow PPT is observed, so phosphorus is present. So this reaction is happen and we are getting the canary yellow PPT. Okay, so with this we complete the characteristics test for the functional group. In the next lecture we discuss the purification techniques of the compound. Okay, thank you.